Jazz, first of all, coming off a 26-point game, double-double against Duke, what was working for you that night, and how are you preparing for Miami?
I'm just being aggressive and just doing what I know how to do and that I've been coached to do since I've been here, and just playing within our system and just being aggressive with my touches.
You're also the 30th player in women's basketball history here in Louisville to reach the 1,000-point mark, but you weren't aware of it.
Yeah, I wasn't aware until after the game when I had the TV interview, so I think that was pretty cool because I didn't want to know in the game. Of course, I didn't want nobody to tell me if when it had happened or whatever. So, but it was pretty cool when I found out. I was really surprised, and then they told me I had a new career high too with 26. So it was just like it was a surreal moment.
You go down to Florida. Tallahassee's a little bit further away, but
Yeah,
any
sadly.
chance you're going to see some family members down there in the crowd?
Yeah, my grandparents is coming. My cousin who goes to FIU, she'll be there. My great aunts and my great uncle will be there. But my parents won't be there because they have to work. But I'm still glad I get to see my grandparents, though, for sure.
And last year, Miami came here to the Yum Center and handed you your first ACC loss, right? So is there maybe a little bit of vengeance factor, perhaps?
I mean, Miami's a great team. They was a great team last year, and they lost, 2 people last year? And so they got 3 starting juniors coming back. And so they're a real veteran team. They know the ACC really well. So we're just looking for a good matchup. And just like Coach said, every game in the ACC this year is going to be tough. So we're just looking for a great game.
This is a team that their best player, Beatrice Ampere, is day-to-day with a foot injury. How does that differ in any preparation for you all for them?
It doesn't. We're still preparing like she's going to play. She's an All-American. She's a great player, and we're preparing as if she is going to play.
You're probably not going to miss Cornelius and Hoff this year, right?
Not as much.
Jazz, how has your game evolved this year? You've been, I guess, kind of a complimentary player to a large extent the last couple of years, and this year maybe have to be more of a leader, more of a scorer.
I'm just learning, like the first 2 years, like you said, being with Asia, Maisha, Erica, and Sam, just learning from playing with them, and then coming into this new role, I've learned a lot from them, and just being the leader for my team, and just being the vocal leader out there on the court that I know I could be, and just helping this team to do anything we can possibly do.
You feel more comfortable in that role as time goes on?
Yeah, definitely, I do.
Jazz, 4 of the last 5 games have been pretty close games. What have you learned about your team knowing that you can get some victories in those close games?
Well, I knew from our scrimmage against UCLA that no matter what the score is, we'll keep fighting. In the UCLA scrimmage, we were down 20, and we came back and we showed resilience, and we knew that this team will fight to the ending buzzer. And just like you said, every game has been a close game, and we showed fight, and we pulled out a way to win.
Where do you think you said the difference, where do you think you've improved the most as a team from the beginning, from that UCLA game until now?
I think we're still figuring out some stuff, but I think we've gotten better on knowing, following the scout report into a sense, and just teaching the transfers and Narika, the different terminology and the different stuff that we do here. And so they're learning still. I think we're putting all the pieces together, and it's still some work in progress, but I think we're doing a very good job. We're making strides in the right direction, for sure.
You mentioned Narika. I think I've watched you show an interest in picking up not just teaching her English words, but learning some words from her. What's the last Japanese word you learned?
I'm not even sure. I think it was kusai. Kusai means stink. So that's the last one I think she wrote on the board. Every day she writes a word on the board in the training room, and the Japanese, and then what it means in English. So she's definitely teaching us something.
And then I think with your performance against Duke, I can't remember if it was Lamont or Coach P that tweeted that video of you going in for the layup and said you should have dunked it. So are we any chance we might see that at some point this season?
Lamont did that. He started something. But I don't know. Depends on how my body feels that day.
When you look at this Miami roster, 9-5 overall, with only 1-2 in the ACC, which Montpelier is the main attention, but they've got a pretty good guard complement as well. Some of your thoughts about going up against them, and especially Gray?
Yeah, Micaiah Gray is great. Kelsey Marshall is great too. I've had a chance to, when we went for 3-on-3 USA basketball in Vegas, they was there as well. I got to see them play. They're great players. They can knock down the three, get to the basket at any point in time. I also played against Kelsey Marshall in high school, and so I know a little bit about her. But they have some great guards to extend like their overall game. But you can't look at anybody's record, especially now in conference play, because you're going to get everybody's best game no matter what.
And just on a personal note, how did the immediate family react when you reached 1,000 points?
My mom, my mom called acting like one of you guys, like she was a reporter, and said, "Oh, Jazmine Jones, how do you feel? This and this and that." I'm like, "Mom, please stop." So I'm just over the phone blushing and whatever. And she was like, "Nah, but all seriously, I'm just so proud of you or whatever." And then I talked to my dad later on that night. He said, I knew you could do it no matter what. I'm just so proud of you. And so I'm very grateful to have such a strong support system in my family, especially my family down south too, like my grandparents, aunties and uncles and everything, and support family. Just everybody in my corner just backing me up. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you.